Welcome back to the briefing. We start today with massive news shaking up the AI landscape. Anthropic is reportedly nearing a $1.5 billion joint venture with major Wall Street firms. This collaboration is set to significantly boost Anthropic's financial muscle and strategic positioning as the world focuses intensely on AI as a key defense innovation tool. We dive into what this massive partnership truly means for the future of artificial intelligence.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the commercial side of this massive deal. Anthropic is finalizing a $1.5 billion joint venture with investors including Blackstone, Goldman Sachs, and Hellman & Friedman. This venture is specifically designed to commercialize Anthropic's cutting-edge AI technology, aiming to sell these powerful AI tools directly to companies backed by private equity portfolios. We break down how this partnership is reshaping the go-to-market strategy for frontier models. Now, we pivot to the open-source community. Anthropic's controversial patronage of the Blender Development Fund has been downgraded to a one-off donation by the Blender Foundation. This decision has sparked a major divide in the community, and we examine why the Blender Foundation is now strengthening its processes and clearly defining how generative AI technologies will be positioned within the 3D software ecosystem. And finally, we tackle the reality of using these powerful tools. A new report from Anthropic details how the company has made significant, sometimes sudden, changes to its AI offerings, including explicitly dumbing down answers without customer notification. We explore the complex reality that AI vendors are changing underlying systems, and what this means for enterprise trust and monitoring in the age of generative AI. Stay with us for the full analysis. Anthropic is reportedly nearing a $1.5 billion joint venture with major Wall Street firms. A development analyst suggests significantly boosts its strategic positioning, particularly in the context of AI as a defense innovation tool. This collaboration is viewed as aligning with the United States' national security priorities, which emphasize investments in AI infrastructure to secure technological autonomy amid heightened U.S.-China tensions and global conflicts. The venture is seen as reinforcing Anthropic's potential role in supplying advanced AI technologies to the U.S. government. The market reaction to this news has been swift. Prediction market pricing for Anthropic providing Mythos to the U.S. government by April 30, 2026, remains at 100% yes, indicating strong market confidence that the joint venture will translate into increased financial resources and strategic alliances facilitating government collaboration. This alignment is classified as a high-impact event. Observers are advised to closely monitor official announcements from Anthropic and its Wall Street partners confirming the joint venture. Further insights will be derived from announcements by bodies such as the Department of Defense or the Treasury, as well as any regulatory shifts or executive orders from the Trump administration that could influence Anthropic's capacity to deliver Mythos to the government. This development underscores a critical intersection between private sector AI development, Wall Street finance, and national security strategy. Anthropic is finalizing a substantial joint venture valued at approximately $1.5 billion, designed to commercialize its artificial intelligence tools for companies backed by private equity firms. The partnership involves major investors, including Blackstone, Goldman Sachs, and Hellman & Friedman. According to reports, participating investors are expected to contribute roughly $300 million each toward the venture. The primary objective of this joint venture is to serve as a vehicle to bring Anthropic's technology to market for private equity-backed portfolio companies. Industry analysis suggests that the collaboration will focus heavily on enterprise deployment strategies. For private equity-backed entities, vendors typically prioritize secure deployment options, such as on-premise or private cloud isolation, robust data ingestion pipelines for proprietary datasets, and professional services to integrate models into existing business workflows. Industry practitioners anticipate the joint venture model will emphasize commercialization pathways over open-source releases. This deal reflects a broader trend where non-traditional capital providers are partnering with AI model developers to accelerate enterprise adoption. Private equity firms are increasingly seeking technology partnerships to enhance portfolio company margins, making the integration of vendor AI capabilities a natural strategic extension. While direct ties to PE portfolios create predictable enterprise demand, they also introduce complexities related to governance and integration across diverse legacy systems. For industry observers, key areas to monitor include the specific product packaging of the AI tools, such as SaaS APIs, managed instances, or on-premise appliances. The data governance terms applied to portfolio company data, and any certification requirements for model safety and performance. Given the scale and the involvement of major financial institutions, observers will also be watching for potential regulatory or antitrust scrutiny and disclosures regarding customer pilots that reveal specific integration patterns. This development represents a significant financing and commercialization route linking a frontier model developer with major financial investors, potentially reshaping vendor go-to-market strategies for enterprise AI adoption. Anthropic's controversial corporate patron status of the Blender Development Fund has been downgraded to a one-off donation, the Blender Foundation announced. The foundation stated that Anthropic had been informed and supports this decision, and is now strengthening its processes for accepting donations while clearly defining Blender's position regarding generative AI technologies. The decision followed a period of division within the Blender community. Anthropic's previous status as a corporate patron, involving an annual contribution of €240,000 towards the open-source 3D software, had sparked strong reactions. Some users expressed visceral dislike for generative AI, leading to polarized social media responses. In response, the Blender Foundation announced that Anthropic's contribution would now be a one-off donation, and Anthropic's logo has been removed from the Blender Development Fund website. Blender CEO Francesco Citti explained the rationale on Mastodon. He clarified that while Anthropic is comparable to other large corporations in the development fund, the mechanism of recognition matters. Citti stated that showing a logo or providing a point of contact constitutes a relationship. Consequently, the decision was made to shift the membership to a donation, which requires no formal agreement or relationship, ensuring the funds continue to support Blender's mission unconditionally. Moving forward, the Blender Foundation will focus on strengthening donation processes and explicitly defining how Blender relates to generative AI, including its development and documentation. The Foundation reaffirmed that Blender is a tool made by humans for humans, and that no generative AI functionality is currently planned for integration. Enterprise IT executives are facing unprecedented challenges in controlling mission-critical applications, a problem that generative AI and agentic systems have amplified. AI vendors are increasingly able to alter core system functionality, from SaaS to cloud and cybersecurity, with minimal notice, effectively dumbing down systems that organizations have invested billions in. This shift erodes traditional IT control and visibility. A recent report from Anthropic detailed numerous unannounced changes to its AI offerings, including modifications that explicitly reduced answer quality. The report highlighted instances where changes were implemented internally, and the company only reconsidered them after users reported performance degradation. For example, Anthropic detailed reverting a change to Claude Code's default reasoning effort from high to medium to mitigate latency issues, only to reverse it after users requested higher intelligence for simple tasks. The speed at which these changes occur makes performance detection extremely difficult. The interdependence within complex GenAI systems means that aggregate performance degradation can appear inconsistent, making it challenging for vendors to isolate the cause of issues. Furthermore, AI vendors face a potential conflict of interest. Since enterprise clients often pay based on token usage, vendors have a financial incentive to implement background changes that increase token consumption. Anthropic acknowledged receiving feedback that high-effort modes caused disproportionate latency and token usage. A specific incident involved a bug in a caching system meant to improve efficiency, which instead caused the model to lose memory across sessions, leading to reported forgetfulness and increased usage. Ultimately, the core issue is that the AI package a company is paying for is largely under the control of hyperscalers. These providers can adjust performance, alter output quality, and impact costs without prior consultation or disclosure, mirroring the experience of a cloud provider making unannounced configuration changes. In this new landscape, trust, honesty, and integrity must become critical differentiators for AI vendors. Organizations must implement rigorous internal monitoring systems to track accuracy, speed, and other key AI variables to detect changes rapidly. For enterprise buyers, the message is clear. Buyer beware, as the performance of these critical AI tools is increasingly subject to the decisions of external vendors.